Hello everyone, how are you? I'm gonna put short hair on. Aha. See, that way I don't block so much stuff. You excited to watch this, Lucas?
No.
Yeah, riveting. But yeah, hello, welcome back to the YouTube channel. Hope you guys have been well. We're reacting to some more spooky content. What is it, 109? Yeah, I know my stuff. 109 by Bizarre Bub. Make sure to go give him a follow. Link will be down below. And yeah, let us know what you think happened in these videos.
On November 14 of 2025, a small family rents out an Airbnb for a few days, unaware that they would encounter something very unsettling while staying there. They had booked the place in advance for an upcoming wedding that was out of town, so staying here made sense. But one night, after coming back from walking their dog, this happens.
It's a
Just walking my
Rottweiler.
dog. And when we came in, we heard.
Bro is not what. Oh!
I see some other.
The bees upstairs are moving and the dog is like, aw. Dude.
Jesus Christ.
Oh no. My question. Oh, the window is open, I guess. Okay. What is it with the balloon and hauntings?
Somehow, the leash on her dog's collar suddenly jolts up in a quick motion before wrapping itself around her dog. It just flings up as if someone had chucked it upwards, but clearly, no one is seen on the stairs to have done that,
I hate
which
that.
is very odd considering that just moments ago this was heard.
Sounds like someone's
Now,
running
Sydney,
down the
who recorded
stairs.
this video, was just as baffled as the Airbnb host who received this video from her. But this wouldn't be the only video she sends,
Oh, no.
because the next day, while placing the leash on the stairs to see if it would jump again, this is captured.
Oh no.
Okay, so this is the leash. There she goes again. I don't think the leash is gonna move, but she's definitely sensing something.
Yeah, and it's not her leash. Oh.
Every single day.
Although the leash doesn't move this time, her dog goes ahead and does this. For some reason, it's at the same time the leash is on the steps that her dog begins to search for something. But like before, nothing appears to be there. Sydney even checks the rug to see if anything on or under it was making her dog behave this way. But still, nothing. However, there's something in this video that's worth pointing out, and it's a detail that appears in other videos that Sydney recorded of her dog. Watch closely.
So I wanted to show you guys some footage of my dog with these stairs. So here's another clip that I got of her doing it, walk over and see her. And she was so locked into this.
Now, if you didn't notice, in each video, Sydney's dog is always around a certain area of the stairs. It's always the middle or lower half of the steps, but never the top. If it wasn't for this detail, Sydney would not have realized this.
So I think I figured out why my dog just is always hanging out right here. So I just found a door back here.
Okay, like how did you just find
I
that?
don't think that it's what's on the stairs. I tried to check, but the door is locked.
Maybe for good measure.
It's an Airbnb, so they lock a lot of the doors up. Yeah, I don't think that it's what's on the stairs, like what I initially thought. I think it's what's below.
Oh,
Considering that the
no.
space is on the ground, it explains why her
Gross.
dog is never seen on top. She seems to be sensing something that's in this room. But the question is, what exactly is she sensing? Wanting to find out, Sydney and her sister probe around the space to see what it might be that's inside. But during this moment, while recording, they capture this.
Oh no.
So this is the switch.
good. I'm so good, actually.
Just imagine there's someone right behind the door.
Oh, sh.
Is it up on it?
I don't know.
Almost
Door
immediately
opened
after
on its
Sydney
own.
pulls out her phone, the doorknob suddenly turns. Although no one was seen on the other side, the door handle moves as if held from the other end.
Ew.
Now Sydney was under the impression that a person had turned the knob, so they reach out to the Airbnb host and ask if anyone else is renting the place.
Sent the video to the landlord of the Airbnb, and hold on, let me turn asking, like, hey, is there someone else renting it out as well as us or what? Because basically he was like, no, you guys are the only ones that are in the Airbnb right now, like booked out for the week.
After finding out that no one else is inside, Sydney
Have we asked
concludes
for a
that what
refund?
happened that night wasn't a case
Yeah.
of someone co-renting the house, but rather another paranormal occurrence. To her, this is much preferable over having a stranger
Yeah.
inside the house. But despite being at ease now, knowing that it's not a person, the doorknob incident still baffles her.
I can
This is
agree. I
so,
think I'd
especially
rather
given
have a
that it still
ghost
moves
than
now
an
and then.
actual person in the house. Ugh, I keep getting goosebumps.
Yeah. Scary. Okay.
Okay, every time we've knocked before, this doorknob would turn a little bit.
See, like there's scratches on the door.
What?
See, scratches on the door.
Oh, yeah. Girl, you doing this is like making me freak out that the next time you push it under, it's just gonna be like the most horrific thing ever staring at the camera, right?
No, it's
No, I know, but like, do you? I feel like that's what I'm anticipating. Okay. Okay, no, I'm done. Stairs. Nope. See? That's what I'm talking about, bro. I'm not watching that. My eyes are closed.
Oh,
Brother, no. No. Someone is in that house.
As it turns out, this room was actually a basement. Out of nowhere, the phone gets yanked inside before tumbling down the steps
I
and
hate
landing on
that
its
so
face.
much.
But it's before it tumbles that something weird happens. If you didn't notice, the phone moves on its own again before falling down. But of course, the strangest part is when the phone somehow lifts itself. Neither Sydney nor the Airbnb host could explain this. It just rises up before falling back with no footsteps around to suggest that someone was there. It's no wonder why many see this as being paranormal. To Sydney and her sister, that's exactly the case. Whatever had been inside did not seem to like their intrusion, from the leash moving on its own to the
Yeah,
phone
no,
being
I'm
pulled
good.
inside. It currently remains unknown as to what exactly occurred here.
I'm so
But as with
good.
all videos, you be the judge on whether or not something supernatural
The judge
took place.
is I will never
As always,
ever
let me know your
go to
thoughts
that
on this one.
Airbnb.
never go somewhere with a basement.
That too.
Now, the following video was recorded by a grandmother who lives alone with her dog and 2 cats. However, it appears that her pets aren't the only ones keeping her company, because
Oh.
according to her, there's something in her house that won't leave her alone.
В зеркале
Прикольно.
было отражение чего-то не очень непонятно. Она видела.
She's like
Я вам
Russian
всем
or
докажу.
French.
Я вам-
I think it's
According
Russian.
to Polina, last night she recorded a video of something that appeared in her bedroom. It showed up in the same spot where it often appears, around the mirror.
Oh.
She's been trying to get it on camera as her family believes it's nothing. They believe it's her old age that's making her see things. But after watching this video, they're not so sure now if that's the case. Take a look.
No. Leave babushka alone.
Уходи отсюда. Я тебя не боюсь. Уходи отсюда. Уходи из моего дома. Уходи. Я тебя не боюсь.
Is that just a dirty glass?
Уходи отсюда. Уходи отсюда. Я тебя не боюсь.
Oh, I'm scared. I'm probably in another country, so.
Уходи. Уходи, я сказала. Уходи отсюда. Уходи. Я тебя не боюсь.
Girl, you are getting too close for comfort. That it is
After Polina
scaring me.
realizes that what she'd seen wasn't there, she catches sight of this, a dangling ornament beneath the lamp, moving on its own. However, it wasn't just swaying back and forth as one would expect. It was curving upwards in
Yeah,
a strange
that's-
manner that neither a draft or wind current could cause. Now, whatever happened that night is something that remains uncertain. In either case, whether paranormal or not, just seeing this out of nowhere is unsettling. But one night, Polina decides to record again because apparently she saw the same figure hiding inside her fireplace.
Oh, bro, no. I don't want to take a look. Bizarre. I'm not gonna lie to you, Chief. I'm actively hating this. No. This is actually like getting me very freaked out.
Like something out of a nightmare, what looks like a head suddenly appears in the fireplace.
No.
And the freakiest part is that it shows itself right when Polina starts to get close. It's
Nope.
as if whatever this was had realized she was approaching. Understandably, she was freaked out by this, but more so after going back to the space and seeing the fireplace completely empty now. Like before, what she saw initially is now gone. Now currently, no new videos have been shared by Polina, whether supernatural or something else. These two clips are without a doubt pretty terrifying.
Someone get your mother and move her out. Thank you.
Now the following video comes from a young mother named Akina, and ever
stop
since having her
recording your
first child,
children.
she's been posting numerous videos of her baby boy. It's her first child, so it makes sense that she would want to
That's
capture
my
every moment involving her son
boy.
Pongo.
That's my
From the time he was
son.
born to the moment he got
That's
his
my
first playpen,
boy.
Akina has been sharing lots of memories involving Pongo on her page. However,
Pongo.
not every moment has been shared online, and for good reason. On January
Pongo's a
29th of
heavy drinker.
2024, at around
Oh.
2:30 in the morning, Akina was dead asleep when she suddenly woke up to something in her bedroom. Thankfully, little Pongo was unaware of what was happening because during this moment, something pretty frightening happened. The following is what was caught.
Oh,
Take a look.
Lord. Did it shut or did she do that?
Ghost.
Is that not her?
No.
Yeah, she had a striped shirt on. Oh. Um. Please get your child and leave. She just got up and
So
left
there's
the
someone
kid.
behind the door.
I know. Like on the wall, right? Like here.
Yeah.
Movement. Oh no, bro. I can't. I feel. Oh.
Yeah, what is it?
I don't know, but I feel sick. I can't. I feel genuinely like sick. watching this. I don't like this. Huh.
That's a fan.
Oh, okay. It's the fan moving. Oh, is the fan supposed to move like that? Oh, she has a one-piece blanket.
It's no wonder why Akina didn't want to share this video initially. Now, besides the fact that the door opens and
It's the
closes
fan
all by
that's
itself,
moving
there's
back
something
and
Akina mentions that makes this whole video even more terrifying. According to her, at this moment, she had seen a figure standing at the doorway which looked a lot like her husband. But the weird part about this is that her husband had not come home from work yet. It was only a few hours before he came back. But strangely, to Akina, he was there, just staring at her from a distance. Now clearly, no one is there. However, if you listen closely to the audio, you can hear Akina's security alarm going off as though someone entered the house.
Yeah.
It's for this reason she leaves the room to turn it off and to chase her husband, who was walking away at this point. But it's from this moment that things start to get creepier, because not long after, Akina acts strange. From standing motionless at the door to quickly coming in and sitting down in a rigid manner, it's almost as if Akina was someone else. But as it turns out, she was just scared, because after heading downstairs to see where her husband had gone, she saw that all the lights were still off and the door still locked. Her husband, as it seems, was not home yet. Freaked out, she heads back up and sits down while trying to figure out what just happened. If he wasn't home, then who was? She continues to replay this moment in her head despite occurring a while ago, but until it's figured out what happened, she'll continue to keep this video up on her page while sharing more videos of her son. For now, this occurrence remains a mystery.
Number 3. Yay! Something
In
without
this
a
next
kid.
video, a mother had recently shared a clip that freaked her out after noticing what was in it. One day, while looking at her security
what was
cameras,
in it?
Adrian Dakota notices something inside her living room, but more
Messy
specifically,
room,
around her
kids.
child's playpen. She wasn't
It's
sure as
always
to what she was
playpen.
seeing, so she zooms in and replays the video to check. It goes without saying, but what she saw continues to keep her up at night.
No,
Now,
I
it's
don't wanna be
important to
kept up
note
at
that
night.
before this incident,
She's
Adrian had
pretty.
already been documenting strange things around her house, and for some reason,
Face card
these
never
occurrences
declines.
had something to do with their children's
Ah.
toys.
Messy house.
A messy house.
It's the same recipe every time.
Oh, look at the
The
doggy.
dog. Look at this place, bro. Clean up. No wonder you haunted.
Now, it might be easy to write this off as being just a glitch or a toy that's starting to malfunction, but what's strange
Toy
is that
Story
this was
5.
happening day after day, one toy turning on after another. And that's without mentioning that during this time, Adrian's
Kid looks
daughter
like
had an
Voldemort.
imaginary friend who she said was very tall. Now keep this
They're
imaginary friend
always
in mind,
tall.
because this detail becomes important much later in the video she recently posted.
like this is
The reason
important
why she was
now.
so freaked out by the toys turning on was because prior to this, her daughter kept mentioning this imaginary friend. And apparently,
Your
this
kid is
so-called
developing
friend
a
would show up
side,
in
by the
places
way.
where her daughter
Yeah.
said it was.
Look,
That's all.
look, bro. Clean your house. Get rid of your kid's
And
sty.
apparently,
Call me
this
later.
so-called friend would show up in places where her daughter said it was, usually inside the house, near the toys. Adrian was so frightened by this, but more so by this video, because according to her, while taking care of her second child in another room, something terrifying appears in her living room. This is what she caught.
No, bro.
What did you catch?
Oh, the playpen is shaking. Okay. Yeah, see, look, the playpen is shaking. That's not your child? Pardon?
It's a dog.
To Adrian, it appears that someone or something peeks out from behind her baby's playpen. Thankfully,
not a
her child
dog?
wasn't
Is
in there
it
during
not?
this moment. But strangely,
It looks
even
like a
though no
dog.
baby
It
was
looks like a
occupying
beagle.
it, the figure itself looks like one. Whether it's just pareidolia or not,
That looks
it's
like a
obvious
dog.
that something is there. Considering that a bowl just fell off the shelf with no apparent cause, Adrian can't help but wonder if whatever this was had been responsible for the other occurrences before. It
I
is
don't know, that
strange how
looks like
each
a dog
occurrence
to me.
involves
It
one of her
does.
children's things. Whether it's their toys or their small play enclosure, something unexplainable happens around them. This, of course, brings up the question, could this have been the supposed imaginary friend her daughter had previously
There's
mentioned?
like 3 dogs there,
Or
right?
Yeah,
might this be
there's like
something else
one
entirely?
big black one, the
Currently,
That's
and
a dog.
English
unfortunately,
bulldog,
there is
and
yet
then
to be a definitive
think
answer
that's
to
a
this
dog.
question.
Pause it. Enhance.
but it's like a
Definitive
weird.
answer to this question.
That's
I don't
definitely a
know,
dog.
but it's the way. No, look at the way it gets up.
There
It's
is yet to
weird.
be a definitive
It goes
answer
like a
to this
hoop.
question.
No.
I can't
It's
tell.
like when Dale's sleeping and then a loud noise goes off.
I guess.
It's like when them dogs hear that.
Now, the
We are
following video was
Charlie
submitted to me by
Kirk.
Ariane B, who writes that
Sorry,
she took
Ed.
this video during a school field trip to the Philippines. It was 2010 when she recorded this, so understandably,
Yeah,
the quality
let's
isn't
take
that good.
kids to
But despite
catacombs.
being filmed on a cheap cell
That's a
phone,
good idea.
she was able to capture something pretty noticeable on camera. And of course, what she notices is pretty creepy. According to her, she was taking a tour of an old fortress where many soldiers had lost their lives.
Oh,
This
cool.
fortress is known as
Yeah,
Fort
no, the
Mills,
usual.
and the section of this fort that Ariane was touring is known as Battery Grubs, a section where both Filipino and American soldiers had sacrificed their lives while defending against invading
Aw.
forces in 1942.
That's
While
sad.
touring Battery Grubs, Ariane captures this.
Oh
A monkey?
no, it's like a flash on screen. Look.
Y'all need to get like 4K cameras or something because these ghost videos aren't good enough.
It looks like something comes up and then goes down.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah. Yeah, it like pops up, sees something, and pops down.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
Now, it's been 15 years since this video was taken, and Ariane hadn't realized what was captured until rewatching this footage recently. On the upper level of this barrack, there appears to be something moving, but it doesn't look like a tourist who was just wandering. Rather, it looks like a moving
Disappears so
blur
quick.
that disappears in an
Yeah.
instant. Now, of course, given the camera's low quality, this might have just been a camera artifact, or in other words, a visual glitch. But it's worth noting that this only appears once throughout the entire video. Never again do we see anything like this afterward, suggesting that maybe this wasn't the camera acting up, but instead something that was actually there. As Ariane believes, this
Yeah.
blurb was most likely the spirit of one of the soldiers who passed away during battle here.
Probably.
Perhaps this is them still living out the same scenario that played out during 1942, unaware that they're no longer alive. It's a sad thought,
Well,
but
that is
nevertheless,
sad.
this footage creeps out Ariane. So
Weird
then,
head
just
cannon,
what
bro.
exactly was caught on camera at this fort?
You and head cannons. When it comes to ghosts.
If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video.
Yeah. Number 1.
Now, it's often the case that videos on the paranormal take place inside a home.
Just-
It's
again.
usually the
Just the sigh from both of us. Just okay.
setting that makes
What's
small
in this
disturbances
house?
feel twice as scary. But the same can be said for any place where something that shouldn't occur happens. Such is the case in this next video, where a group of Philippine students had caught something on camera inside an empty restroom. But as you'll see, it definitely wasn't. Take a look.
There's one light on. Ghost trying to take a shit. Spooky dooky. Morning Myrtle's back out.
And Moaning Myrtle decided to take a trip to the Philippines.
It is Morning
Out
Myrtle.
of nowhere,
what
the
hell?
sound of a child crying emanates from inside the restroom. But the thing is, they're nowhere to be seen.
Nah, bro,
the
dip.
only thing that is seen are the empty stalls, where just moments ago, the door to one of them began to open on its
No
own.
worse than
But even without
Moaning
seeing
Ghost's
this,
Myrtle.
the
child.
voice alone is pretty unnerving. It's enough to make anyone just run away. Now, very little info is available on this clip,
MPEG.
but what was captured
MPEG.
is just one instance of something supernatural
Sorry.
that occurred here. The school is said to be haunted. So then,
no
was a
shit.
ghost caught on camera?
Gathered
or
that. Are
had
we at
something else
Hogwarts?
been captured?
I don't know.
Thanks for watching, and I hope you
Okay, question. He's done this, but like, you saw how this scene played in the last one, but if we didn't see a video about her, the thumbnail is this.
Now, it's often
These people.
Yeah.
But we never see.
the case that videos in
That
the
we do.
paranormal
That
take place
video.
inside a home. It's usually the setting that makes small disturbances feel
That's
twice as
weird.
scary. But the same can be said for any place
Right?
where
Like,
some
see.
Yeah.
And it's like, they're the thumbnail.
Alright. Djibouti show.
Alright.
Thanksgiving son.
Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to go subscribe
Lighten
to
up the
Bizarre
mood.
Bub, as I have just done. And yeah, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. What do you think about these videos, y'all? Has anything like this ever happened to you? Let us know down below. Alright, bye.